less than 30 seconds to go. We hold our breath as the board comes up. Drivers from 13 different nations ready to take the flag at this opening round of 2012. The Qatar team has won the last 2 events here. Let's see if they can make it 3 in a row. Both of their drivers in the back spot. However, they're going to have to dig their way out of the pile. 2 lights on, 3 rows of lights, and we're underway. And they explode away from the dock. That is over 10,000 horsepower. Accelerates away. Who will get the jump? It looks like Sami Seljo of Finland has moved himself up nicely from that second starting spot as he worked his way around the pole man, Ahmed Al-Hamli. But Al-Hamli, who has the inside lane, and it's only 200 meters down into turn number 4, side by side, as they slide on through. We hold our breath as these boats fan out, and now they take up the hunt down the front straightaway with Thani Al-Quimsi in the 3rd spot, Philippe Shep in the 4th spot. And we'll keep an eye on the back. Jonathan, as we know, some of the 2-team Qatar boats are moving up quickly. Sean Torrente making a move toward the front.
That's a blinding start by Sami Seljo there, but he gave the Al-Hamli, the Abu Dhabi driver, the inside line. He could have come across on him and probably taken the lead. At the moment, though, Al-Hamli, he's scything his way out there down the back straight, probably running 135, 140 mile an hour, and just pulling away from the rest of the field with Sami Seljo in 2nd, and his teammate slowly but surely, Thani Al-Quimsi, closing up in that 3rd slot.
All right, almost 1 lap down to these 40 that will run here this afternoon to open up this 2012 campaign. Out in the lead now, Ahmed Al-Hamli. 2nd place, Sami Seljo, his teammate for Al-Hamli. Thani Al-Quimsi 3rd, 4th. Philippe Shep as we watch them pan through. Jonas Anderson got a great start. He's up to 5th. And pushing hard up in that 7th spot is Sean Torrente. He moved up another position. He started all the way down in the 19th position, and he is now up into 7th.
He's really smoking out there this afternoon, Steve. They had a lot of problems. They had some engine problems because they were running slightly smaller propellers on these long, long straights and putting too much stress on the engine. But I know that David DeWalt has been working on the propellers last night and this morning just to give them a bit more top speed and a little bit less acceleration to suit this type of circuit. They've obviously got it right, and he is really coming up. He started right at the back of field. He's up into 8th position at the moment. But back at the front, Steve, it looks like Al-Hamli, the guy that won so many races last year, the Abu Dhabi driver, really does seem to have everything going his own way, and he is pulling away from the rest of the people.
There you see Jonas Anderson for a second. As we get set, John, a great run that's going on as we watch the restart one more time. Look at the jump that Sami Seljo was able to get at this start, as he powered away from Al-Hamli, who got bogged down on that pole position shot. But where Al-Hamli got the advantage was the way the rules read is you're supposed to maintain your lane around that first turn, and he took the inside route. Seljo was forced to go to the outside, and there you could see that Al-Hamli was able to nose ahead, and now he leads by 3.72 seconds. As you look at Sami Seljo's crew member, Michael Jenkins was their team manager, as we go back to our leader with 4 laps gone into this event. But a great battle as we look at our leader behind them, and we're seeing that Philippe Shep, Jonas Anderson, and Sean Torrente, who is now up in the 6th position. 3 boats fighting for that 4th place behind these front 3. So we'll keep an eye on those as they work their way around the race course. And you see Sami Seljo. Seljo, of course, is back after having a tremendously exciting but really dangerous crash that he had in China back in Liuzhou back in October. He had to sit out the remaining part of the season, and Sami Seljo was very nervous about coming back. Wasn't sure if he got the rhythm, but boy, was he fast yesterday in qualifying 3rd. He's sitting in 2nd place. He's got to be pleased with his comeback. There you see the boat who's sitting in 4th place. Philippe Shep of France, who had a podium here a year ago, and behind him, trying to make a move and trying to close up. We're looking for Sean Torrente as they work their way through some back markers. Torrente kind of skipping his way around this race course, and very, very close between those two. Torrente now has worked his way past Shep and has moved into the 4th place position. He's 8.25 seconds back, and he's on the fly. As you look at Stanislav Korsanovsky right there with him, 10 laps gone in the record books, 30 left to go. And Korsanovsky is sitting in the 7th position, having a good afternoon. He started in that 8th position and has moved up a spot. He's up in the top 10. He's got to be pleased, back for the first time, full-time in 4 years.
Yeah, and he's very, very comfortable in that DAC boat. There's no question about it. The boat that he's running here this weekend is quite a long boat, which probably suits this circuit. And he hasn't been driving a lot in the last 12 months. But boy, he's putting on a really, really good performance and hanging on to 7th at the moment.
Yeah, we talked about the Qatar team, as Sean Torrente now is quickly moving up Nathaniel Quimsey trying to get up into the top three. Torrente is hoping that that will happen here as he continues to climb the ladder. Alex Corella in that 8th position. And the yellow flag has come out, Jonathan. There's a problem on the race course over on the far side. It's one of the Team Sweden boats. They come back. We look for the grain as they come up in anger. And here they come out of turn number 4. And we wait to see if they're going to give them the green, and they do, and they are off, and here they go as Ahmed Al-Hamli now with Celio behind. Now 2-3 boats. Daniel Quimsey to the outside, trying to close up. Sean Torrente way to the outside. There you see Sami Celio, the 2-time world champion. He won it in back in 2007 and again in 2010. The green flag goes back with 15 laps gone in this event. 25 still left to be run here along this lovely Corniche this afternoon and dazzling Doha in Qatar. Steve Michael and Jonathan Jones, we're glad you're with us as you take a look at Sean Torrente, who has really lit up the water this afternoon. He was struggling all yesterday. He not only blew up one engine, they blew up 3 engines. They were struggling to figure out what the problem was. The synopsis was they may have had a bad EFI unit. He did it again this morning, was forced to start all the way down to the 19th position. Jonathan, he went from 19 to 8th in the first lap, and he's been trying to fight his way back to the top ever since. He's in that 5th place position.
He's absolutely flying. He's on the outside of Philippe Chiappe there. You're just picking up Chiappe on the inside. Has he got enough speed to take him before coming into the corner? It looks like he has, and he could be moving up. And the next guy that's well within his sights, and he's closing down on him fast, is Thani Al-Quamsi, the Abu Dhabi driver. But back to the front, Al-Hamli really got a terrific setup there today. That boat is running absolutely perfect on top of the water. Everything under control. Sami Celio 3.06 seconds behind him. Does not have an answer. And Thani Al-Quamsi at the moment hanging on in there in 3rd, just behind that second boat of Sami Celio from Finland.
As our leaders go by, there you see Celio back in the 2nd place. As your leader tries to fight his way a little bit farther away from Celio. Celio struggling as he's got Thani Al-Quimsey getting closer, just a tad closer, 5 seconds back from his teammate in that 3rd place position. Then Philippe Chiappe 6.6 seconds back, and then Sean Torrente 0.8 of a second behind him. Let's see now if Torrente, after that stop with the yellow flag, can get the groove back again, because he was really making some progress. He is back in that 5th place position. Can he get up any quicker?
It looks like he's just overtaken on that back straight, overtaken Philippe Chiappe. So he is in 4th position at the moment, Stephen, moving up. And slowly but surely you can see him there. You can see Thani Al-Quamsi there, the 2nd Abu Dhabi boat. And Sean Torrente just behind him. But the guy that's in that 3rd position, Thani Al-Quamsi, the Abu Dhabi driver, he's the pace between Chiappe and Torrente is such that they've closed down on him. The problem is closing down on him is one thing and overtaking another. So that could cause a few problems for Chiappe and allow Torrente to pounce and take that 4th position.
It's all or nothing now for Torrente, and oh my, Philippe Chiappe dug in and was able to somehow hold on as he set the boat deeply, and it looked like he almost nosed it in. He was teetering on the edge of disaster, and Torrente now trying to go side by side on the outside as the American tries to pass the Frenchman, but the Frenchman again is glued to the inside lane and is shutting them down. And now the pace boat's coming out. There's a problem on the race course. We hold our breath. Thank you, Reese. We're glad you're okay. We're sorry you're out of the race as we get going now. 13 laps left to go as we get now set. We wait to see as the pace boat pulls off the course. Will they get the green as they bunch up? Now we hold our breath. They start to accelerate on their way. And Ahmed Al-Hamli leads this field through. Sami Celio right behind him. But now the push toward the front as they all jam up. There's about 3 or 4 boats fighting for that 4th place position. Let's check them as they come through. Al-Hamli, Sami Celio almost barrel rolled it as he saved it at the last second. Thani Al-Quimsey, and now Sean Torrente still trying to fight his way up and challenge as he has lost a spot or two as Alex Corella, his teammate, has come charging up as Corella got a whale of a start in the back, and the world champion, who we haven't really talked about much today, Corella has now unofficially moved into that 5th spot. There you see the difference between 1st and 2nd place, and as they go through, it's getting tighter and tighter as they work their way up in the top three.
Okay, Steve, incredible start by Al Hamli again. He's got the lead. Sami Selio's in second. Thani Al-Quamsi lost that third position to Philippe Chappe from France, but he's trying to take it back from him.
As Philippe Chappe now fights off Al Hamli, a great battle behind him now. Sean Torrente side by side with his teammate, world champion. And Torrente goes to the outside. Alex Corella goes to the inside on the battle for fourth place. And these two drivers are really heating it up, as we knew they were going to be competitive this year. Boy, we're seeing it at round number 1 against 2 in the number plates on the boats, and your leader continues to be Ahmed Al Hamli. Had the pole, and he continues to lead. He's led every race or lap so far.
Yeah, it seems that he's got the legs on everybody out there. Sami Selio in that second series, but there's the battle going on for third at the moment. Philippe Chappe, the French driver, on the inside. Thani Al-Quamsi, the Abu Dhabi, two different boats, neck and neck as they go down that back straight at 135 mile an hour and into turn 3.
Just 2.5 seconds separating third from sixth as we watch this heated up battle with 10 laps left to be run as they circle through, as we're 3/4 of the way home in this event. And now Torrente has moved ahead of his World Championship teammate Alex Corella. As you look at Philippe Chappe, he would love to get a third place finish, but has a problem on one of the boats. It looks like it's Philippe Tour, as his bag has gone off, as his crash bag, and he's going to pull out of the race in a dramatic fashion. He's okay, but his crash bag went off, but he's heading for the paddock. All right, as the battling pair come by, there you see Philippe Chappe drop back into the fourth spot. The Frenchman now is 1.7 seconds behind Sean Torrente in that battle for the final podium position as they work their way down in toward that first turn as they slide into the corner, Jonathan.
Philippe Chappe still in fourth position, but if he's not careful, Steve, we've got the current world champion Alex Corella from Italy pushing all he's worth to try and take that away from him.
A problem on the race course, a problem on the race course. Oh no, what a shame for the Kuwaiti driver. Youssef Al-Robian, a rookie who had qualified so well as he qualified in the 5th starting spot and was learning the ropes here this afternoon. And obviously the DAC boat build in Italy has come to a stop. And with 4 laps left to go, the yellow flag comes out, and this opens up the door again for a wild restart. And now, Jonathan, it'll be very interesting to see as we see Valerio. No, that's actually one of the team Nautica drivers. That's Ronaldo Ascalati, and Ascalati, the Swiss driver, getting back in his boat. He had pulled off down the front straightaway and then got back into the boat and went a little bit farther and then just realized that he was in dire straits. As you look at Sheikh Hassan in the middle of your picture, a tremendous offshore powerboat racer himself. He races throughout the world, races in North America, and he sets the pace here. He runs the Qatar Marine Sports Federation Club. You got to stay focused, Coast. You can't let up here. Let's see what happens. As 800 meters on the back straightaway, we hold our breath. Pace boat now, trying to get off on the side. You can see Sami Selio trying to nose his way up. Selio is going to be very aggressive, as will Philippe Chappe and Sean Torrente. You better believe the top 4 boats are going to give it their all as they start to accelerate away and run away. We're back in green, and with a lap and a half left to go, Al Hamli pulls out in front, about 2 boat lengths on Sami Selio, but right behind him, Sean Torrente in third. Takes it wide, but he doesn't want to go too wide because that would open the door for Philippe Chappe. It's Al Hamli through. Selio in the second spot. On the outside, Sean Torrente, but Philippe Chappe has slid on in the inside. Torrente may be getting caught. With him being on the outside, this could be a real problem for Sean Torrente.
Absolutely, Steve. Al Hamli, fantastic start, but you could see the wily Chappe on the inside. He knew Torrente was on the outside. Has he got that third position back? Looks like he may have done it.
All or nothing for Sean Torrente and Philippe Chappe as they battle their way down the back straightaway. As they fight their way back through, getting closer and closer now for the 3rd place position and try to move up into that 2nd spot. Possibly as Sean Torrente trying to fight his way up toward the front. But I'll tell you something, he's in a real dogfight as they come through with Philippe Chappe now out of the corner. We look, checkered flag. Ahmed Al Hamli wins. Coming home in 2nd place, Philippe Chappe 3rd, Sami Selio, Sean Torrente in the 4th spot, and the Frenchman dug down deep, came home with a tremendous 2nd place finish. Philippe Chappe went from 4th to 2nd in a lap and a half. to pull off a wonderful second-place finish.
But I've got to say driver of the day is that French driver, Philippe Chiappe from France, because, boy, he pushed all the way. He had everybody throwing everything they humanly possibly could throw at him. But at the end, he got it right. All credit to him and David Moore and the team CTIC China. They got it right at the end of the day and came away with that second spot, and that is a wonderful position for him to finish in.
Well, there's your unofficial results. Alhamli Shep coming home in second place. Sami Selliu in third. Sean Torrente for the second year in a row, finishing in the fourth place. Good day for Stanislav Korsanovsky, the Russian driver, in his first run in the CTIC China team. As you look farther and farther down in the order, and it looks like Rums, the youngster out of Finland, had a wonderful afternoon, Jonathan. Finished up in the 8th place, and of course, that was a wonderful, exciting event that was really hair-raising at the last lap and a half. And now Scott Gilman, the 4-time world champion, steps on board, hands the checkered flag to his young protege, a man he's been working with for the last 6 or 7 years. The likable Ahmed Alhamli, very quiet-spoken man, but a tremendous driver. A lot of respect in the paddock for Ahmed Alhamli. You know, it's funny. Michael Andretti years ago said in auto racing that if the fellow drivers in the paddock don't like me, that means I'm going fast. I'm a winner. Yeah. But it's not true with Ahmed Alhamli. Even though he wins and he's starting to pick up more and more victories, this is his 6th career victory. Everybody likes him. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he is. He's a very cool and collected guy, and you know, he's a very, very talented driver. He's got such a feel for that boat when he runs it around the circuit, and we've seen time and time again. I mean, to be honest, last year he led so many races, but at the beginning of the season they had so many technical problems. They got it together mid-season, and he came away and he was untouchable towards the end of last season. And it looks like he's starting off in a fantastic way out here this afternoon. Brilliant, brilliant performance, and you know, he's going to be the guy to beat this year. But that second position by Philippe Chiappe, let's take our hat off to him, Steve. That was just wonderful racing out there this afternoon, and the best that I've ever seen that guy drive in a long, long time.